Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! It really was like that! You know, I didn't do a theory like this, because I didn't want to believe it, but I've always wondered, is it possible that she is more than just human? And it turns out it is true! She is more than just a human! But for some strange reason, I'm actually pleasantly surprised by this. Normally a lot of people would complain. Of course, this doesn't exactly answer the questions like, what just happened? However, as I said before, there have been some slight thinking that maybe she is more than just a human. And just like we suspected, she is not completely human. She is a half-dwarf. Turns out her small stature is not just a comedy. It is reality. This is so confusing, but I like it. This is the Black Clover, chapter 194, and the Angry Anime Phantom Despair reviewer. The Charmy joins the battle. Of course, tells Nasta the fact that she got separated from Juno, and Elf Lil is beginning to have a villainous breakdown, especially since Asta is saying that he's painting monsters with his magic. And of course this elf Lil is doing bad logic of it all, because he claims he's not drawing this, but he's only drawing this because he considers them fitting for humans. But he doesn't want these wild things because it's the human's fault. It is not the human's fault. It is your fault, you stupid elf! I know in fact it sounds a little bit racist saying that, but you have been drowning so much in hatred that you don't even realize that what you're painting is what you are feeling in your heart! That's basically how art does. I am not an artist, but not in painting at least, but I am a poet. So I know that what you can draw is usually what is reflected in your heart, or what you want to show. And what you want to show is your own heart crying out in pain. And then suddenly Charmy just approaches him with food. I actually feel like, seriously, Charmy? I know you can be a little dunce, but you do know that's an elf. Of course, Elf Lil just punches away the food. And as we all know, taking away her food is one of the things that will definitely send Charmy into a fury. And indeed, she does go in a fury, but then just suddenly Elf Lil paints and other different things that seems to actually destroy the mighty Charmy. But then things really take this turn. What I'm saying, new chills is getting forward. Then just suddenly the sheep that always been summoned by Charmy suddenly says, "Can I come out now?" As strange magic happens and Charmy's body actually begins to slightly mutate. She becomes bigger, gets a little bit more boobs, and well, the elf, the sheep changes into a wolf. And the elf Rill just says that he has felt this before, and calls Charmy a dwarf and human hybrid, much to her surprise as well, because, well, not even Charmy knew of this. And here we have it, the first officially confirmed hybrid, and also confirms that there are, or at least were, other species out there. Elves we knew existed. But now we find out that dwarfs also exist. Possibly implying that all of the other fantasy species, like dragons or so. I mean, granted, salamander is technically a dragon, but there's also a spirit exists, so I think we have just dived into the next storyline we can take, and that is the other species. We thought this was just humans and elves, but no, even dwarfs exist in the Black Clover universe. While I can't complain of the fact that Charmy looked a little bit more adorable when she is small and not so big, she is also very surprised by this herself, because she doesn't even know that she was a hybrid, nor the fact that even a dwarf existed. But according to Mimosa from her grandfather's stories, she has heard about them, but she doesn't know who they are. But she said that there were long ago that harbored special powers just like the elves. And if we all recall correctly, dwarves are usually, in fantasy manga at least, portrayed as short in stature, long beards, and not so many females, at least that's how I say. And strange thing is Charmy even wonders what the wolf that was a sheep is that, but the wolf is actually sentient, and even says it doesn't matter right now. But then suddenly Charmy just says she is starving. So Elf Lil tries to do even more. However, the sheep magic that is now a wolf has evolved into an even more dangerous magic than before. Meal magic, Glutton's Banquet, and now the wolf is eating the magic. And it's actually revealed that since Charmy is a half-breed, she can actually use 2 types of magic, probably implying that the cotton magic, that is Charmy's magic. But when she enters her hybrid form, she can use meal magic. And but also is the fact that she's combining the magic she ate with her own. And she suddenly has jumped forward against Lil and says, have some good protein and have some fat. And her punches are reinforced by magic as she says to Lil to have carbonites. So yeah, this was a boomer of a chapter, a real banger of it all. But this also seems to imply that magic can be sentient. It's not exactly revealed what that wolf is, but it seems to imply that the wolf was the sheep all along. Actually, if you think about this actually goes well in fairy tale as well. No, not the manga, a tale, as T-A-L-E sort of thing. So what am I trying to say? Well, what I'm saying is there's a story about the wolf that always hunts the sheep, or at least in the story more of the whole wolf hunting the pigs. So is this meant to reflect the fact that the wolf becomes the sheep, or maybe a wolf in sheep's clothing? Is that meant to symbolize this one? But yeah, it is indeed confirmed that Charmy was more than just a human. You don't have to believe me, but I had a slight suspicion that she was more than just a human. But the fact that she was a dwarf, I actually did not see that coming. So, I actually like this. She can combine more magic of the all. This brings up the theory that Juno or Aster are more than just humans. I mean, granted, we know they are more than just humans. We just don't have the confirmation of what yet. But Asta being a dwarf... No, sorry, that was wrong. A demon. Or at least connected to demons, seems stronger now. Not with the reveal that there really is hybrids. But why? Why is Charmy a hybrid? I mean, the fightings were awesome, and I like her new magic. However, I can complain a little bit. I prefer a little bit more the smaller Charmy. Still, though, it's not exactly revealed if the reason why she's always so hungry is connected to her hybrid roots. But maybe it is. If you think about it, she cannot grow so very much until now, and her magic is meal magic, so maybe her magic is actually forcing her to eat all the time, because that's part of her magic. I don't know, but all I know is I am impressed. I wonder what Dustin will think of this. But you can give me your thoughts if you have any.